Please welcome Donna Bullock.
Thank you, Sherman, for that warm introduction. I think of all of that, the thing I'm most proud of is being mom. So where my mom's at, I know there's a few in here. I heard that one mom said, that's my son. I was with you with that. It is truly an honor to be before you today and to just celebrate this amazing occasion. To our guests, to our faculty members and staff, proud family members, but above all, to our graduates. Woo! Let's celebrate today. Each of our graduates have worked. They have put in that work, sacrificed, studied, set goals, and no matter what came their way, I think I heard the term, you all have steel-toed boots today. You have overcome all of your challenges, stayed focused, undeterred, and today we're celebrating all of that. So one more time, let's clap for the graduates. I remember when I first encountered PTTI, I had just got elected in 2015, and I met these two crazy dudes, Sherman and Donna. Yeah. And they were telling me about how they were opening up the space at 19th and Girard. And I knew the space as Berean Institute. It had a history. It had always been a place where our people, particularly Black folk, came to get trained and skilled. If you know the history of Berean Institute, it was a place where folks who came from the South and were migrating to the North to gain factory skills, to retool themselves working, not with the land, but in the factories of the North. So it evolved over years, but had always been a place where we came to learn skills, learn to get to work, and put ourselves to work. And I was so honored to be welcomed into the PTTI family early on, even though I still thought that Sherman and Don were quite crazy. I did not know how they were going to build this school in North Philly. And at the time they were talking about welding. And I didn't know much about welding. I didn't know that there were careers and opportunities for folks to pursue a welding career here in 2015 in North Philadelphia. But here y'all are. Here y'all are. And I will just be sure, be honest, we had a lot of these schools popping up around the time calling themselves technical schools, technical institutes, stealing folks' money. And I had to make sure Don and Sherman were legit. And they had proven to be just that. And it's evidenced by every single graduate that is in the room today. Here we are celebrating another class of not just welders, but automotive technicians, framers, masons, pipe fitters, central processing, which I'm learning all about. Each and every one of you have dedicated countless hours just mastering your craft, honing your skills, and preparing yourself for the work ahead of you. As you prepare for your new chapter, it is crucial to reflect on the investments that you and your community have poured into you. The investment of your staff here at PTTI, the love and patience of your family and friends, and the profound impact that your skills can have in your community. I want to take some time to focus on welding because that's what I knew about PTTI. It was the Welding Institute. But what I know is that welding is not just a trade. Neither is framing, neither is drywall, neither is concrete or mason. It's much more than a trade. It is a craft. And there are not too many professions today that we can still call a craft. Something that you take time and pride in the work that you do. And the welding craft holds such power to shape and connect the world around us. From constructing buildings and bridges to creating intricate metalwork to building teams and community connections. Your skills as welders, as masons, as hospital workers, and elsewhere Your skills are essential in building the foundation of your families, our community, and so much more. I believe that the true value of all the work that you have put in, the true value of the expertise you have gained, lies not just in the structures that you will build, but in the communities that you will strengthen and the support that you will provide through your work. And I've already heard so many stories as I sat next to Sherman. Some of you came up to get your awards, and he told me about all of the amazing things you did, not for just yourself and your family, but for your classmates, that you supported each other and you built community right here at PTTI. That is just amazing to hear. Welding is a vital process that joins metal parts for bridges and ensures their strength and integrity. And bridges are critical to communities, right? We use them to connect to other communities, to connect to work, to schools, concerts, football games, hospitals, family, and friends. Bridges are transportation links that carry road and rail traffic across rivers and gorges and other roads. And when a bridge collapses or when it closes, man, you don't want to get stuck in that traffic, right? It can cripple a city. It can cripple the economy. Just imagine if New York City, which is actually an island, if every bridge and tunnel to New York City was closed or shut or collapsed, what would happen to not just the city, but the world? Because so much is dependent on what happens in that city. We've seen it just in our own local community and city here, or in the region, when I-95 collapsed just a few years ago, or not even a year ago. When a bridge collapsed in Maryland, and what devastation that had on our commerce. Or just a portion of a bridge had caused a bus to fall into an icy ravine in Pittsburgh just a few years ago. So here's what I know, that when it comes to bridges, building them, repairing them, my former colleagues in politics love to step up, take a photo, and take all the credit for rebuilding and building these bridges. You've seen a governor do it, you've seen a mayor or a congressman do it. What I know is that the real folks responsible for rebuilding and repairing those bridges and building them in the first place are y'all, the workers, the folks with the skills and the craft. And we should be thanking all of you. And as I move forward and I'm traveling down some bridge, I know one day I'm going to ride down a bridge that was welded by somebody in this room. Someone had a part in making sure that bridge was safe, and I'm going to feel good about that. As you start your professional journeys, it's important to remember the skills that you have developed here at PTTI, the ones that you use to connect with your friends and family and communities. And whether you choose to work in that space, volunteer somewhere else, for example, a disaster relief effort, mentor the next generation, or just be a leader in your own family, in your own place of worship, or your community, I know that you have the ability to impact lives around you. Trust me, you learned much, much more than welding here at PTTI. Use your skills, build communities, create spaces that are not just functional, but safe, sustainable, and inclusive. Your work can contribute to the infrastructure of society, provide opportunities for others, and foster a sense of pride, because that's the craft of it. Pride and unity among your community. Don't forget these skills. You learned them, you put the work in. Don't let them go away. The importance of collaboration and teamwork and integrity, use them. They're always going to be in your back pocket as you navigate your career and life in the future. Strive to not just be a skilled professional, but be a responsible citizen for the betterment of your community and your family. Use your talent to build bridges, and to bridge divides, mend broken structures, and build a brighter future. Carry the value of hard work, because if I know anything, y'all put in some hard work these past few weeks. As I close, I want to just reference, I think it was Lamar Baker that came up here. Yeah, that's you, right? You said, it's crazy. That's what you said. Lamar, it's not crazy. Y'all did what y'all supposed to do. But just in case you think you were a little crazy for even going through this program and signing up, just in case I was right and Sherman and Dom were crazy to even start this program, I want to share with you a poem by Steve Jobs. You might know him from Apple, who has this poem that he shares with his employees every time. It's called The Crazy Ones. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers. That's you. The round pegs and square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules. How many of y'all break rules? They have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see them as genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that do. So Lamar, you crazy.
I'm crazy in the right way though.
In the right way, you got it. I think it was Big TT. You crazy. All of y'all in here, I think I heard Arturo. Did I get that name right? Yeah, you crazy. And you know that green is beer for nothing. Miss Sandra, you crazy. Because you deal with Don and Sherman, who I damn know is crazy. But all of you, family, friends, supporting all of your loved ones who have gone through this journey, here's to the crazy ones. Let's go out there and change the world.
Well, now you know how crazy we are, right? That's right. Donna's from North Philly, making a difference. She has made a difference. And I'll tell you what, any day she would outwork me, you got that. But we want to give you a plaque and present it to you from PTTI for your dedication as a PA State representative of the 195th District and appreciation of your support and being here today. Thank you.